Welcome to this LEAP interview series. And today we have with us Kedar Sant, who is from India. And he is holding a very senior position in one of the leading educational institutions group, I should say, here in, you know,
City of Pune in Maharashtra.
right, in India. So, welcome, Professor Kedar. Welcome to this interview.
Thank you.
Great.
Nice meeting you online.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great, isn't it? Today with digital, all we have to match is our time zones and availability, and we're talking as if we are in the same room. And so, today's interview is all about trying to inspire people across the world, um, across 37 countries where London School of Digital Business has the presence. And well, to share some insights where the people not from India understand a little bit more about Indian education and, of course, your view at world level, how things can probably change or improve in education. So that's the kind of, format.
Interaction we'll be having.
Yeah. And so if you want to take us through your professional journey first and tell us how you started and how you became registrar of the institution that you're working. And of course, later on, also explain to us what is registrar.
Sure. So I started around 32 years back in teaching.
Wow.
I graduated in mechanical engineering. I'm an engineer by profession. So I graduated in mechanical engineering in the year 1993. And since then, immediately after my graduation, in India, it is possible to have a faculty position after bachelor's degree. So I started in one of the faculty positions in one of the colleges in city of Pune, state of Maharashtra in India. After that, obviously, I upgraded myself with a master's degree in engineering and also a PhD in the area of cryogenics and refrigeration from IIT Bombay, a renowned institute in India.
Absolutely. We heard about IIT and it's
I'm an alumnus of IIT Bombay,
wow.
and
So in short, for the audience across the world, you are the top brains from India. Because I think when people say IIT, and especially IITs and Mumbai, I think we know how tough it is to get in there. So
yeah,
since if you made it there, then I'm sure we're probably one of the top brains.
yeah. Thank you for the compliments. But obviously, we have to work very tough in IITs. And during my PhD, I got an aspect of overall how to deal with any situation in life, not only for my technical background, but also any situation which I would face in life, how to deal with it, how to uh, go in front of the situation, how to tackle that situation, and how to overcome any hurdle if it is there. So that thing I do study. I do got the experience in IIT Bombay when I was staying there. While I was doing my PhD over there in cryogenics. So along with technical, I got this aspect of life also from IIT. So I
Right.
IIT Bombay as my alma mater. Sure. And obviously, after bachelor's, when I started my teaching profession, I was clear about to go into teaching profession uh, since my grandfather, he was also a teacher. My mother's father, the other grandfather, he was also a professor in mechanical engineering in the renowned College of Engineering, Pune, which is
Wow.
more than 150 years old. So in that college, he was a professor uh,
Wow.
of mechanical engineering. So I was about to be in this profession, which I had decided while doing my engineering. And obviously, after that, I came to this profession as a teacher. Yes, some skills training were required during my profession. I got those skills, the training also as a teacher, not as an engineer, but I also as a teacher, I got those skills. Uh, then I started my journey of around 30 years back in this organization in which I am currently working.
Wow. So you're working in this institution for about 30 years now.
For 30 years. Just last week, I completed 30 years. So, uh, not even last week. This week, just 2 days back, I
Wow.
completed 30 years in this organization. And uh, while doing so, obviously I was climbing up the ladder of
Right.
different positions. And uh, when I was acquiring skills training, I was upgrading myself through education also, that is master's degree, PhD degree.
Wow.
Along with that, I was also gaining experience in professional life in this organization called Vishwakarma.
Wow.
Actually, this organization is started by a charitable trust in Pune city, that is Bansilal Ramnath Agarwal Charitable Trust. And
Okay.
this trust runs an engineering college, Vishwakarma Institute of Technology in Pune. Since 1983, I started my career in another two different colleges earlier, and then I came here 30 years back. So total 32 years of experience I have almost in teaching.
So somewhere you joined in 1996,
I started teaching
95.
in 93, and then I came here in 1995 in
Wow.
the organization. So 30 years back, and earlier there were positions like lecturer, then assistant professor. So I started as a lecturer in mechanical engineering department. Then I became assistant professor, then associate professor. After gaining experience and also the higher degrees, I became associate professor, then a professor in full professor in mechanical engineering. I was more interested in research. I also had an opportunity to invest to be a investigator for a project funded by ISRO in that is Indian Space Research Organization in India.
Yes. Yes.
One of the funded projects, I was an investigator for that. There are some other projects also funded by Pune University, because earlier in the college in which I was teaching, Vishwakarma Institute of Technology, that college is affiliated to the Pune University, that is Savitribai Phule Pune University. And some funded projects from the university also I had an opportunity to work on. I
Wow.
had guided many MTech students, PhD students also. Then in 2017, our organization, that is the Trust Charitable Trust, started a separate state private university, that is Vishwakarma University. It
Wow.
is formed by law. The act is passed in the Legislative Assembly of State of Maharashtra, and it is approved by the University Grants Commission, that is UGC. It is the apex body in India which grants approval to the universities. So this university was formed in 2017, established in 2017, and since then I came here from VIT as registrar of the university. So since last 8 years, I am the registrar of the university.
Right.
In the university, we have various programs ranging from humanities, social sciences, then law, architecture, pharmacy, engineering, management, media communication, psychology, all such music, all such programs are there.
Wow. Fantastic.
Around 45 programs we are running currently. So this
Wow.
is how I came up to this registrar position in the same group.
Fantastic. So you started with the organization VIT, which was under Pune University, and
Yes.
there's now that one college under the university has now become a
Now,
university in its own. Uh,
yeah,
so you
that
have
college is still
Vishwakarma.
that college is still affiliated to Pune University,
Correct.
but we have a
So
separate university. The organization, that is the charitable trust, has established this new university.
correct, correct. So yeah, so that college is still there, but obviously the foundation of that group and the founders of that group have actually grown into becoming their own university. And
Sure.
obviously, you are the registrar of the university, which is amazing journey. Um, and just if you would like to share this growth is really amazing. I mean, your personal growth from being a lecturer in 1995 to becoming a registrar today, which is almost like the top management of the university anyway, right? With vice chancellors and registrars and the board members, you people run the university, right? Um, so
In Indian context, the registrar, your earlier question was that what is registrar in the university?
exactly, yeah.
So, registrar is the administrative head in the university. So, everything right from campus management, student life, then student facilitation center, then human resource, that is establishment section, then the systems support, the administrative support, then the infrastructure support to the academics, everything comes under registrar. So, except academics and examinations, all starting from admissions, everything is coming under the registrar in Indian context.
So that's fantastic. I think now we understand that, and we understand this is kind of the top, few people who run the university. One of them is obviously registrar, and so how do you feel, and what do you think made you achieve this a very high position that you are in today? Just looking back your 30 years of journey, what are those key ingredients?
So, persistence is main thing. One has to be consistent in the efforts. If I'm doing some efforts, gathering some efforts, then for few days or few months or few years, that is not sufficient. You have to be consistent in your efforts over decades. One example I could give: during my PhD at IIT Bombay, I had faced a situation where I had to restart from scratch again after completing 3 years of my PhD.
Oh dear.
So that at that time, my guide did help me a lot. My guide at IIT Bombay, he was like a philosopher to me, friend philosopher to me, and obviously he did take care of me, and he guided me in a proper direction so that I could complete that PhD. So that consistency in efforts, even after 3 years, I started from scratch, because whatever work was done in 3 years, it had gone to scratch. So I had to start from scratch. So in that case, how to deal such situations? Obviously, there is a guide for you, but you yourself have to be consistent in efforts. You yourself have to be persistent in doing all the things, and think positive that what we can do in such cases. Obviously, we any person in throughout the life has many situations where the person feels low, but then we ourselves are the our own guides. We have to guide ourselves and go through this situation being positive. So we have to remain positive, then only we can cross that particular hurdle. So that is what I have learned, obviously, throughout all these years. And
Wow.
there are many such situations in the profession also coming across. uh, we have to see an opportunity in those situations. Yes, there is always, if all the doors are closed, one another door is open. It is not always that all the doors are closed. One door is always open. We have to see which door is open and then accordingly decide how to go ahead about it.
Wow, fantastic. I was about to ask you, the challenges that you must have faced and how do you deal with them, but you already answered that, you don't see that as a challenge, you see that as an opportunity, and then you are a, a positive thinker where you see that if a door is closed, there's definitely another door that is open. You just have to find which door is open and
Yes.
go through it, which is amazing. I think this is going to
Planning is
motivate a lot of
necessary.
people.
Accordingly, planning is also necessary. So,
Yes.
through which door we are entering. Before that, we have to plan. Yes, I am entering through this door. The earlier door from which I came, it was having a different path. Now the other door is having a different path. So for I should get prepared for that different path also. Accordingly, I have to plan for it. That is also important.
Fantastic. Well, having reached this position that you are in, obviously, the life must be quite busy and hectic because you have lots of responsibilities.
Yeah, managing time is going a bit difficult.
Yes, absolutely. I think you pretty much having so many things on your shoulder, and even though you will have a team to manage everything, ultimately, when it comes to decision making, things are coming on to your table for you to then sign off, oh, and probably take the.
Even while deciding on such factors, there are many guidelines available by UGC, by the government. Those guidelines are to be checked. There are some things which one has to read between the lines in such government papers and UGC papers. So accordingly, the decision has to be made. And obviously, we have a team to work. And in decision making, also all the authorities are there making these decisions.
Fantastic. Now, let's just moving on from there. Now, today, obviously, you see that the education has changed many times to what it was 30 years ago. So, what are the positive changes that you see today, and how today's students should benefit from that?
The availability of the information is very easy nowadays. Not only information, but also uh, getting the information prepared through all AI tools. That is a new thing,
Yes.
which even 5 years back it was not there. So at least for Indian students,
Yes.
in last 5 years it has been available for Indian students. So over the 2 3 decades, 3 decades I can say. So over the 3 decades, in this I can say around 3 generations have passed. So in this, there is a change. Obviously, the positive things which are available nowadays is, as I said, that the information availability. So if a teacher has to teach in a class, earlier the teacher has to give the information to the students. Now the teacher does not have to give the information to the students, but share the knowledge. Information and knowledge are different things.
Right.
So information is available in books. It is available everywhere now on internet and everything. So globally available information is there. Earlier, when I started as a teacher, the students were dependent only on books for information, only on library. So students used to visit the library frequently. Currently, students do not have that appetite to visit the library because obviously they have information in their hand.
Absolutely.
So they do not feel any requirement to visit the library. However, there are few things which cannot be given to you as information, given to students as information. Uh, unless one experiences it. I can
Yes.
give you an example. I'm a mechanical engineering teacher. So if I have to list some concept of refrigeration or air conditioning, which is my subject, the course. So if I have to explain some concept, earlier I was dependent on books. I was getting the information from books and transferring that information to the students. And students used to transfer that information through papers during examination. So
Yeah.
that was transfer of information. Uh, Slowly, as I grew up as a teacher and excuse me, and also as a professional, I came to know that this is just sharing of information and I'm not transferring any knowledge to my students. So then I started thinking about it, and accordingly, I redevised the uh, laboratory equipments in my laboratory.
Wow.
Students can come in the laboratory, have an hands-on practice on those the effects which I was telling to them in the class on the board and the chalk or with the PPTs, those effects they should feel themselves. So unless they try it on by hand, so hands-on practice or what I call as experiential learning. So
Absolutely.
unless that experiential learning is there, the students will not be able to have a feel. So that
Absolutely.
change I did during my laboratory equipments changing. So all the laboratory equipments I introduced with all these additional things, which included some valves, some pipes, and everything. So because being mechanical engineering, we have to deal with all these things.
Right. Fantastic.
Accordingly, the students got to know that what are the effects of different parameters being changed and what is the effect of that, and that they could see, they could feel on their own by their hands. So this type of experiential learning. And now uh, working in projects, that has been a necessity. Unless you work on projects, the concepts will not come to you. Earlier, the concepts were told to you in the classroom, but now
Yes.
when students have to work on their own on projects, the projects may be in campus, outside campus of the university, anywhere. But while working on that, those concepts, then students become curious about the concept. And then that concept, when told, it remains with them forever. And
Absolutely.
this is how the pedagogy has changed, and obviously it has to change. uh, while working on projects, one thing the current students should also remember, that they should not restrict themselves in a single discipline.
That's very
Multidisciplinary
important.
approach
Good point.
is very important nowadays. I cannot say that I am an engineer and I'll work on this project only from engineering aspect. No, I should have a law and a lawyer's aspect. I should have a manager's aspect. I should also know that the project on which I am working, is it economically feasible? So economics aspect also should come in that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
all such things should be thought about while doing a project by the students. So this is going to upgrade the students when they graduate. And while graduating, if they are getting upgraded, obviously this is what the industry wants. So industry oriented learning, we will have to incorporate in the universities. Not only industry oriented, obviously some students may not be interested in industry jobs. They may be going for some public service commission, that is in India. We have government jobs in public service commissions. So students may be interested in that also. So accordingly, some training regarding that also has to be given to the students.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
this is how the pedagogy is changing and how the students have to change themselves also, because they have all AI tools in their hand. So with these tools, now comes the point of creativity. That creative thinking is required from students now, and students should ask questions. Well, that is what I've tried since last 10, 12 years. Earlier, before that, I was telling the students that yes, this is what is the concept. This you have to study, and this concept you have to keep in mind. But since last 10, 12 years or more than that, I'm when I started that experiential learning and project learning by project, all these things. Since then, I am telling my students, you ask questions. You read first, come to the class and ask questions. Unless you ask questions, I'll not be able to uh, uh, tell you the entire concept from scratch to the end product. So that is how the students have to go about that. Ask questions. Why is the first question which any student should ask to the teacher?
Amazing. I think you made some beautiful points, and students listening to this second half of our interview will probably find a wealth of insights and tips how we can accelerate their careers, and especially touching about your point about creative thinking, about
Yes.
multidisciplinary approach, where if you are an engineer or if you are doing something in a specific domain, maybe arts, maybe singing, um, whatever is your profession, you need to understand the other sides, such as economics, as you said, finance, marketing, and for that matter, digital marketing, uh,
Yeah,
AI, and applications of AI into your own domain. I think
that is necessary nowadays.
so wonderful points you made, and I think that is going to give them a holistic growth to be capable of growing, whether in the industry or in the other research areas,
Yes.
or some of the services, government services that you mentioned in India, or elsewhere they might have some different aspects other than industry. So I think some very wonderful points you made. I think you are wealth of knowledge, and probably we can talk for hours and give insights to students and fellow educationists across the world, but I think we have a little bit of a time limit as well. So
Yeah.
um, I would thank you again for your time and sharing this wonderful piece of knowledge with all of us here.
Thank you for interviewing me. Thank you, Sachin.
Thank you so much.